Well now, Mr. Thompson, do you understand why it is you've been asked here today? Of course you do. We've been keeping a close eye on your recent endeavours, Mr. Thompson. You seem to want to keep it rather anonymous, and this has puzzled me somewhat. Why should someone who has single-handedly developed a new form of technology that could change the whole world want to remain unattributed? I'm sure you can understand my confusion, Mr. Thompson. I understand the inconvenience this may have caused you, but that's no reason to lose your voice. Come on, man. We're civilized gentlemen, aren't we? Do you have no comment on the matter? Well, at this time, that's unimportant. The reason that we asked you here is
because you and your power-hungry selection of fine men and women that have been labelled as government want to exploit me and my ideas, no?
He speaks, but as I'm sure you will imagine, I disagree with your analysis of our democracy and its motives.
I don't care if you disagree. You've confirmed that we both know exactly why I'm here today. And rather than waste either of our time, I will respectfully decline, and I'll be leaving.
Ha! Hold on. You're very quick to change the subject, Mr. Thompson. We are not power hungry, as you say, but we seek security and stability for the country. What you are working on can help us in this.
You sound like you've fooled yourself. I know what you want to use my work for. I know how much power and how much money the enhancement will bring you, but I promise you it will only be more fuel for more fires, especially if it's in the wrong hands. And if that isn't enough, it's not even stable yet anyway.
But just think about the benefit to you for a second. Rather than exploiting you, we will put you in a team of hard-working professionals, and you can develop your work further until it is ready. Come now, a healthy salary, a team to support you. I think you'll find working for us very profitable, Mr. Thompson. As far as fueling fires goes, I hardly think this will spark World War III, do you?
I would thank you for inviting me here today, but as you said, it was of inconvenience. And for the sake of what we both know is right, I will not sell out to empty allurements, as you may have. And I will not become part of something that I am convinced this will end in. And there isn't much you can do about it.
State your name.
Vitus Thompson.
Accepted.
Why do I keep going? You always said just pack it in and come sit down with me for a while. Maybe I should, especially now they've got eyes on me. Yes?
Vitus?
Ted! Ah, Ted.
Who else? Are you well, my friend?
Well as I'll ever be. You know the 4AB connection?
Not over the phone, Hotshot. Especially after your meeting today. Was it as expected?
Yes, slightly worse in fact. Are you free?
When am I not?
I'll see you in half an hour then.
Hello.
So, what's all this then?
Oh, just bits and bobs to keep me busy, keep me happy.
You're always doing something. Do you remember that little electronic robotic jar opener you made for Minnie? So you didn't have to embarrass yourself when she asked you to open the jars. Sorry, Ted.
It's all right.
How have you been coping?
How have I been coping? How have you been coping? We're both in the same boat, my friend.
It isn't easy. Some days I don't even feel like getting out of bed because I'll now be greeted by no one. Good to know someone on the same level, though. So, you're doing okay?
Well, we have our ups and downs. It changes. It gets. They tell me it gets better and better, and I'm sure it will be. In the end, we learn to live with it. Well, you and I seem to be quite good at distracting ourselves. But tell me, how was your little excursion today?
Yes, I did not like it. There was something very unsettling about it, almost saturating the atmosphere. Obviously they know I'm the creator now, and the big man tried very hard to get his hands on the enhancer.
Well, I'm not surprised. This is something that could turn into something very big.
No, indeed, it has the potential to do so much good for the planet. The medical and construction applications alone would be incredible. But men like that just won't share the same view and can't be trusted.
Especially politicians. Are you ready for testing yet?
Not quite. The power supply seems to be too temperamental. It makes any experimenting out of the question for the moment.
Well, I've been thinking about that. I've been working on it for a while, so let's clear the decks and have a look at this diagram here. This is our circuit. And I'll put the mug on that end. Right. What I had thought was if I could take a lead from the power pack here and feed it in on this stage, and then it'll get enhanced to, don't need one, a couple of 100 volts, exponentially all the way through until it gets to the output, which will then give you just the little boost you need.
You should be building this thing.
Oh, not me. I'm just an old trad engineer, an old nutcracker. It takes young folks like you with a genius to think sideways.
Ted, I'd still be playing around with dishwashers if it weren't for you.
Well, it sounds as if you nearly changed the world. So, there's some improvement.
So, you think that'll stabilise the core energy then? Fancy putting that spanner where your mouth isn't being the test pilot?
Oh, that would definitely finish me off.
I need to find myself a willing subject. Anyway, it must be getting on.
Right, are you going already?
Yes, I should crack on.
Okay then. I hope it works. Well, there's a part of me that hopes it doesn't work. Now that we've got those peculiar people out there, those friends of yours. You be careful out there, Vetus. This sounds more serious than I think we realize. Call me if you need anything.
Will do, Ted.
Ah, Mr. Prescott. Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
Well, did you find out where it might be?
I've identified a probable location.
Then we will search and obtain it, whether Mr. Thompson invites us in or not.
We'll need warrants, permission. We'll need a good reason to break his door down.
Then we will find a reason.
I really think you should reconsider, sir.
I really think you should know your place. This is too big for Mr. Thompson's hands, and we will be relieving him of that responsibility. Inform an officer that you will be going search and seize tomorrow.
Right away, sir.
Open up!
That's enough, Mr. Thompson. Just come with us. It'll be easier for everyone.
I'm sorry, I just can't do that.
And you leave us no choice.
Here goes nothing.
I told you to bypass those converters.
It's 8:04, our main story this evening. A young male is caught on camera brawling with government officials who were left unconscious at the scene. Witnesses describe the assailant wearing a strange mechanical jacket. Only speculation has been made as to the purpose of this suit and why the individual was wearing it. If you see this man, please contact authorities. He is dangerous and now wanted. Mobile phone footage uploaded displays this battle and the results. Again, please call the number on screen if you have seen this individual.
This man is not to be trusted. He is a dangerous individual and must be detained for our safety.
Unbelievable.
We have a team out looking for him right now.
Oh, Vitus, you've decided to join us. I thought you were looking for a test pilot.
Turns out it had to be me. I had no choice.
They tried to take the enhancer. Are you sure this is the best way to handle it?
Well, I wasn't going to invite them in for a cup of tea. So here you are, have a nice day.
I suppose you had few options. I can't believe it worked, though. Apart from the minor issue of your body being drained like an AA battery, you didn't bypass those converters.
Well, I was in a bit of a rush. I don't remember much. But that overriding energy, that feeling, it's like... I can't describe it.
Well, it is something no human has ever experienced. I'll repeat, be careful with it. It's not just a couple of volts you're playing with.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for saving my life, by the way.
Anytime. I've managed to fix your problem. Bit of a rookie error, I'm afraid.
Thanks. I'm not sure what to do with that. Go home and wait for more thugs to come and get me. Hide. I've already had to use it offensively. It's exactly what I didn't want to do.
With this level of blatant corruption, there must be some way we can expose these men for what they really are. Could gather evidence, I suppose, to prove your innocence. Maybe not.
No, that's good. I know what would do it. It would be risky.
I don't want to know.
I better move sharpish. You should hear from me soon. Thanks again, Ted.
How could he get away? There was just one objective, to remove the enhancer from his possession. Is that so difficult?
Mr. Lucas, it wasn't so straightforward.
Wasn't it? Well, I beg to differ. We'll have to step up the force. That technology will be ours, whatever the cost. This should have been clean and simple, and now the media is involved. And another thing, What do you want?
Hello.
Who is this?
Oh, just a humble inventor, or as you might call me, a dangerous individual.
Ah, Mr. Thompson. I hope you are well after your recent shenanigans.
Very well, thank you. I hope your thugs learn their lesson.
This has clearly become too big for your hands. So I will be taking that enhancer from you.
Well, that's why I was calling, actually. You're clearly hell-bent on getting to my invention, so I propose we cut to the chase.
Go on.
Let's meet. Bohill Forest, just south of the highest hill, tomorrow at midday. I have some interesting topics for discussion.
I look forward to it. But please don't try anything stupid. We may not be so polite again. Mr. Prescott, prepare an armed unit. We will be meeting with Mr. Thompson tomorrow.
An armed unit, sir?
Yes.
And he's arranged to meet with us?
Yes. This time he will not be slipping through our fingers. I'm sure he'll have something up his sleeve, so we can't afford to take any chances. Didn't you say you knew where his friend lives?
Yes, sir. Why?
As I said, we'll be taking no chances here. We are hours away from changing the world with our new invention, Mr. Prescott. No time to lose. Mr. Thompson, how nice to see you again.
I see you've brought some friends along with you. Anyone would think you're a bit over-prepared for a discussion.
Well, you can't be too careful, can you?
You wouldn't shoot your old business associate now, would you?
Not if you cooperate and hand over that enhancer.
I've told you, I can't do that.
Then I'm afraid you leave me few options.
How about this for an option? I have hard evidence that you, without good reason, have tried to force somebody to hand over physical and intellectual property with the view to falsely claiming credit and imprisoning an innocent man.
Oh, bravo, Mr. Thompson. But you haven't really thought it through all that well, have you? I'll just take a couple of stories, a few false witnesses, and you And your evidence will be destroyed right here. No questions asked.
Wow, I don't know how you sleep at night, John.
It's just nature, Vetus. Every physical action has an equal and opposite reaction.
No, sir. I won't stand by and let this happen. It's cold-blooded murder. I won't let you do it.
Oh dear. I was hoping you wouldn't say that. You two take care of him, and make sure you get that enhancer.